What's up, bro? It's your boy, a guy named Ty, and today this isn't like this is just a little bit of a frustrated podcast today. I just have to get this off my chest because I'm gonna go crazy. There's this thing that West Indian people say. They say if you don't listen, you'll feel, and that's kind of where my mind is at right now. So with that being said, run my intro.
Caught up in them bright lights, dusting for shiny things that's golden. Everything ain't always what it seems, let it soak in. Chasing my dreams, coming apart at my seams. Best believe that the money is the motive.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of the MITM podcast. And today I kind of want to... oh man, this is so frustrating. And I don't know if anyone else faces this, but I've had this experience in fitness. I've had this experience in finance. I, for some reason, choose fields where you're working with people directly, right? It's kind of because I love helping people, and I love to see people successful and see them grow and see them develop. But something that I've noticed is that sometimes people seek advice, but don't heed it. They'll seek all the knowledge and wisdom, but they don't use it. And it's such a waste of time and energy. For example, I remember I had a client back in college. I had this one very, very, very obese. And actually, you know what? She wasn't even an acquaintance, right? And she wanted help with her fitness and she wanted to lose the weight. And so we make all these plans and we develop out everything to help her, nutrition plan, workout plan, everything ready to go. And all that was necessary was for her to show up to the first day. And she would see, we're going to ease you into this plan. I'm not one of those trainers that's going to kick your ass and beat you up in the gym. I want you to do something that lets you feel comfortable, confident, and actually helps you in the longer run create habits that are long lasting. We do all this work and this person says, you know what? I don't actually want to work out. I don't actually want to do this training. What I am going to do is go and get liposuction instead. Which is, hey, to each their own. Hey, whatever you need, do it. But the funny thing that happened as this person says, sorry guys, I'm trying to fix my mic. As this person is saying they want to get liposuction, their doctor said, you're too overweight for us to do that. You need to lose some weight first before we can do this procedure. So instead she says, I want to get my stomach stapled, so I'll just eat less food. And the doctor is saying the same thing. You're going to go and do this surgery and spend all this money when the actual source of your problem, the actual core thing that needs to change is a lifestyle change. And you can choose to do it the hard way that's invasive, that can lead to complications later on. Or you can do it a way that actually allows you to develop out the skills to have a long-term and a longer opportunity for success. Had a client last year that we were working on a consumer proposal for them for the better part of 6 months. And everything was set. We were going to wipe out like 80% of their debt. Actually, I've had a few clients like this now. We're going to wipe out 80% of their debt. You're going to be debt-free in the next 2 years. And while I'm helping you rebuild your credit across those 2 years of the consumer proposal, we're also going to help build your investments and build your savings habits. Okay, we're going to make a sound plan. And a year from today, you're going to be in a position that you can make whatever movements you want. And the client found every single reason and every single excuse to not go through with the plan. And I asked, hey, is there something wrong with this plan? No, nothing's wrong. Oh, okay. Well, we already went over it. You can afford the plan and it'll actually be better for you. It's going to wipe out like $60,000 of debt. Okay, so the plan works. Everything is good. But at the last minute, they found every single excuse and reason why they're not going to go forward with it. And here now, a year later, they're in a worse position than they were then. It's so crazy. I've seen this happen so many times. And it's like, why even bother going to a specialist or to an expert or to a coach or go to someone that knows what they're talking about if you're not going to listen to them? Why waste your time and their time? It doesn't make any sense. I know that I've procrastinated with things before. But if I go and seek out help and I know I need the help, I follow through with whatever it is that the expert is guiding me to. Because I want to see success. I want to make changes in my life. The reason why I'm not on Instagram is I talk to my mentor and I talk to a bunch of other folks that are within the new spaces that I'm stepping into. And they're like, oh, no, I don't use Instagram because XYZ, or my thing is private, or I couldn't be a public persona because I work in this sector. And I had to listen to their guidance because that's the spaces they own and they work in. I had to do things in a way that allow me to be successful later on. And sometimes it's just taking a step back to take a step forward. Sometimes it's just seeing the potential in the plan and following through. Because a year later, you may find yourself in the exact same or worse position. If you know that your family has medical problems and has had medical issues, or you know that you have medical problems and medical issues, and you go for a life insurance application and you consult with a specialist and they make a whole plan for you and say, hey, this is what's going to be great for you and your children and your family and everything. Don't say, I'm just going to wait till later. You already have medical problems. You don't know when they're going to come back or if they're going to get worse or something else is going to come up and now you no longer can get that coverage that you can get. If you know you're overweight and you need help and you go to a fitness instructor and say, hey, help me, and they make a plan for you, don't go and post all over your Instagram that you're going out to these dinners and eating all these cakes and sweets and all this other bullshit and then blame your trainer that your program's not working as if they're a magician. Learn, take control of your life. Take ownership of your life. And if you're not going to listen to someone that's trying to help you, then don't waste their time. And if you are going to waste their time, pay them a lot of money. So at least it's not a waste of their time. Just waste your money and your time and your life energy instead. But I've seen this happen so many times with so many people. It's always some sort of bullshit excuse. You're lying. You're looking for all these reasons to run away from the thing that you need to solve. I can't stand runners. If you're in a relationship and your only thing that you need to do is to solve the problem between you and your partner, have a conversation with you and your partner so that at the very least, y'all can be on the same page and maybe exist with a little more love between you and connection. You don't run away from that conversation. You actually sit down and you fix the thing so you never have to deal with it again. I'm so sick of people making up excuses and saying, oh, it's trauma, or oh, I don't have money, or oh, I'm just too fat to, or oh, you can have reasons or you can have results, but you can't have both. You can't be the hero of the story and the victim that needs to be saved at the same time. You have to pick one or the other. And if you choose to live a victim life, then congratulations, you will have no control over your life. You will go on in this world and you will be at the mercy of those of us that choose to take up the sword and go to battle for what we care about, to make the changes for what we care about and value, and to make a difference in our lives. You're going to watch us make strides in this world. You're going to watch all of these experts make these massive movements. And you're going to be frustrated asking yourself, why am I in the same place? Like, all of the quotes are coming to mind. You can take a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. I don't know. I think with some people, it's like, I don't know if you know those geese. I think it's foie gras. Foie gras. They force feed the geese. Some else need to be force fed. You need to be force fed some medicine and some truth, and someone looking you in the face and saying, "Hey, you're being stupid, and you need to fix your shit." Because a year from today, you're going to be in the exact same position and worse, because now you're a year older. And you didn't change. You're the same person as last year. Anyways, that's it for today's podcast. Just had to get this off my chest, guys. Tomorrow we have something real nice in store. Should I tell you guys? Should I tell you guys early? Should I tell you guys what we have in store tomorrow? Tomorrow, we talk about imagination. And we're back to our regularly scheduled program. Peace.
Give 'em that creme de la creme whenever I spit that hot shit.